If you want to know how to complete all week 5 challenges, go check out the rest of the video. Thanks to FireMonkey, I'm able to give you a full guide on the week 5 challenges. Let's start with the legendary quests. They will show up on Wednesday, July 7th at 10 AM ET. For the first challenge of week 5, you need to interact with a CB radio. We've already seen these radios in the foreshadowing quest at the end of season 6. But this time you need to go to Retail Row. This place has a lot of possible radio spawns, so let me show you all 7 locations I was able to find. So the first radio was at the front of the blue building right at the entrance of Retail Row. And the second one is between the fence and the grey building on the left. And if we go up a little bit towards the yellow building, you can see the CB radio right next to it. At the moment you can already see the chairs, but the radios will spawn in later. And in front of the doghouse we can find CB radio number 4. Now let's move on to the 5th location on the parking lot right in between the blacktop building houses. And if we go a little bit further towards the water tower and McGuffin's shop, you can see the 6th location of a CB radio. So once again you only need to pick one of these locations to complete the quest. And for the final location we need to make our way towards the zip lines. At the start of the zip line you can see location number 7 of the radio. And if we look from above, the circles are the places where you can find the radios. Interact with one of these radios to complete the quest and get 45k XP. And for the next challenge you need to place welcome gifts in Holly Hatchery. This is the second time they changed Holly Hatch's name to Holly Hatchery in the challenges. Does this mean we are going to see some changes soon? Anyways, let me show you all the locations of the welcome gifts. Place 2 gifts by interacting with the blue translucent objects to complete the challenge and get 30,000 XP. And as you might notice, some of them are placed in a strange spot partly inside of other objects. This could mean that the location will be changed in a way these items won't be there anymore once it turned into Holly Hatchery. In total I was able to find 10 possible locations for the welcome gifts. More than enough to complete the quest. Almost every building has at least one gift near the entrance in front or in the back. Let me know in the comments what you think will happen to Holly. I wonder what will be hatched over here. The final location is near the back entrance of the basketball house. And if you look from above, the circles are the places where you can find the welcome gifts. Interact with 2 locations to complete the quest and get 30,000 XP. For the third quest you need to deploy alien nanites. At the moment I'm recording this video they are not in the game yet. On this picture you can get an early look at the item in the game. Grab the item and throw it on the ground to generate an alien biome in a large area for a short duration. Doing this once will also make you complete the challenge. But you can also use it to craft an IO or alien weapon. Turn your sniper into a real gun or get some of the other weapons with different weapon types. This is another hint we might get a small hotfix before challenge release. For challenge number 4 you need to dance near Zyg and Choppy. This is the NPC that was located in Hydro 16 only a few hours into update v17.10. He's not there at the moment. The footage I'm using here is from the short moment he was in the game. He will drop the mythic ray gun after elimination. But in order to complete the challenge you don't have to eliminate him. Just emote near Zyg and Choppy and move on to the next quest. And for the final legendary quest you need to get infected by Alien Parasite and talk to Sunny. I'm not 100% sure if this means you can do it step by step or the fact that you need to talk with her while being infected. And I expect it's the last option, so I recommend to drive around the island or use the UFO to spot an infected animal or parasite eggs and make sure they attach to your head. Now use your vehicle to make your way to Believer Beach where NPC Sunny can be found between the pier and the swimming pool. Interact with Sunny while the alien parasite is slowly eating your brains to complete the quest. And if you want to get rid of the parasite after, jump in the water next to you so it will detach. Now eliminate it before you leave the water so it won't get stuck on your head again. And before we move on to the epic quest, I want to point out that this quest has been in the files too. Get Sloan's order from a payphone. We've already seen it in week 3, so it might be wrong in the files. But it could also mean that this will be the intro to this legendary quest storyline again. If that's the case, it will be the first legendary quest you get and you just have to visit one of the payphones on the island to complete it. Now let's move on to the epic quest. They will show up on Thursday, July 8 at 10 AM ET. For the first week 5 epic quest you need to destroy computer equipment at satellite stations or Corny Complex. We've already had this quest in week 2 this season, but the only difference is that Corny Complex also counts. Just go to one of the locations and start pickaxing the computers and screens. And after you've destroyed 3 of these objects you will get 30k XP and you can move on to the next challenge, which is dealing damage to IO guards. 250 damage is all you need to complete the quest. Just like the previous one, we've had this challenge in week 2, but back then it was a legendary quest. Just visit one of the IO guard stations or for example the place near the entrance of Believer Beach or the encampment at Der Burger restaurant. A single IO guard has 200 HP, so almost enough to complete the quest. For the third epic quest you need to eliminate Trespassers. They are flying around in their UFOs at the locations with the purple names. Shoot at their UFOs to make them calm down. After the saucer gets destroyed, they will jump out and this is the perfect moment to eliminate them. After you finish the first one, look for a second Trespasser because you need to eliminate 2 to complete the quest. For the quest number 4 you need to deal damage with IO or alien weapons. This should also count on Trespassers and IO guards. And I'm not sure if it still counts on animals, maybe someone in the comment section can confirm this. But I recommend to go in Team Rumble, loot an IO or alien weapon and eliminate your opponents with it. After you've dealt 500 damage you get another 30k XP for completing the quest. The next challenge can also be completed in Team Rumble, loot supply drops. Open 2 of these blue crates to complete the quest. And I think it's going to be pretty crowded around these drops, so you might have to use your elbows a little bit. Maybe they release LTM with a lot of supply drops in them. Just keep an eye on it once the challenges come out. Only 2 more challenges to go. For the first one you need to damage a saucer with a pilot inside. So flying around in a UFO isn't going to be safe for a while. A saucer has 600 HP and you need to deal 800 damage to them. This means you need to shoot at least 2 saucers or wait for the first one to be repaired and a new pilot will enter it. So once again I recommend to land at the purple named locations and shoot at the saucers with the Trespassers inside. And for the final epic quest of week 5 you need to open an IO chest at the satellite station or Corny Complex. Pick one of the locations and I recommend to go into the garage of the main building. The IO chest can be found all the way in the back a little bit hidden, so your opponents or teammates might not be able to find this one in time. Team Rumble might be the best game type to complete this one and get the final 30k XP. So good luck with everything and every Thursday I'm live on this channel to complete the challenges. Feel free to join the stream and hang out with the community. So leave a like if this video is useful, subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. From now on you can use code RutgerK in the item shop to support the channel. My goal is to reach 25,000 subscribers, so maybe you can help me out. My name is RutgerK, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.